From Carrollton to Statesboro and Kennesaw, the Prep Baseball Georgia campus tour took the Peach State by storm. I'm Cory McCartney, along with Hudson Graham, here to dive into the 2024s through 2028s that made some major noise at those showcases. Hudson, man, good to see you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
So a combined 69 players attended across West Georgia, Georgia Southern, and Kennesaw State stops. Give me some names that truly stood out to you on the tour.
Yeah, for sure. So first stop was West Georgia, and a kid from that area, Carrollton, Evan Moody, 2026 outfielder, right-handed pitcher. So the big theme with a lot of these players is going to be progression. A lot of these players have progressed tremendously since the summer, and Evan was the first one to kind of stand out on this campus tour series. His 60 went from a 709 to a 693. Increased his outfield velocity by 3 miles an hour up to 88, and then had a max distance on TrackMan at 361 feet during BP. And he was spraying balls to left center, right center, dead center at Division I West Georgia's field, which was really cool to see. You can tell he just looks stronger, looks more mature. So look for a big spring coming for him at Carrollton for his sophomore season. And then the next stop we had, Georgia Southern had quite a few standouts at Georgia Southern, 3 guys, and another, a lot of progression from all 3 of these guys. But first we'll start with Nathan Nance, who by far probably had the most impactful campus tour performance across the stops. We got a lot of calls on him. His 60 went from a 688 to a 669, and he just looked like a totally different person from when he came to the LakePoint Open back in May. So he's another one that his BP round was super impressive, spraying balls to all parts of the field at a really big Georgia Southern field. And then right behind him at the Georgia Southern campus tour was Dalton Redmond, 2025 out of South Effingham. And he was putting balls over the left field fence at Georgia Southern, which was also super impressive. A guy that we had never seen before. So there's that campus tour really coming into play for us, going to a new part of the state and seeing a player we've never seen before. So he's definitely got a circle around his name this spring. There's some early season tournaments we're going to try to get down to see him. And then last one from the campus tour was 2027 Brock Holcombe, one of the youngest players across the events. Probably had one of the biggest BP rounds right behind Nance and Redmond. Had a max distance of 367 feet, which for a 2027 is pretty cool to see there. And another thing, progression with him, he was a 2023 junior future gamer. 60 went from a 779 to a 744. He shot up, he got really tall, and he's starting to be able to use his frame. So he's one that, we're super excited about the next couple of years. He'll be at Lakeside High School. So really excited to see him, left-handed bat. That's going to be really, really good. And then last one would be Drew Harmon. This was at our Kennesaw State campus tour stop. And this was someone we had also seen early in the summer at a showcase. And right-handed pitcher, he was 83, 84, touched in 85 at this event in May. And he came out 86, 87, bumped in 88, 89 at the Kennesaw State campus tour. And from Sequoyah High School, he's going to be one that we're definitely going to get out to see this spring and definitely keep a good eye on as the future games come into the picture in 2024.
An arm that I wanted to ask you about, a guy who was on the cusp of 90, was Braegan Cravey, a 2025 from Bleckley County and Game on Stealth, who attended that Kennesaw State event and brings the added element, Hudson, of being ambidextrous. What's the lowdown on this intriguing arm, and how different is he from each side?
Yeah. So it's really cool to see. I got to see one of these when I was playing in college, but this is the first one that I've seen since then. But yeah, I mean, strong framed, right-handed, left-handed pitcher from the right side. Like you said, he was up to 90. But the coolest thing about Cravey was the shape that he could give from both sides. Like a lot of times you'll see just throwing a fastball from the left side, and then he has 3 pitches from the right side. But he truly has, the same pitches coming out of 2 different slots. So he can throw a changeup from the left side, he can throw a changeup from the right side. And it takes him a couple pitches to get rolling. But it's really intriguing to see where he's going to end up, being a 2025, probably a pretty good uncommitted arm as we head into the spring season. But yeah, he's definitely interesting, and it's super effective.
Yeah, uncommitted, but could end up being a major weapon for somebody. If you're not already, give him a follow on Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it these days at Hudson_PBR. Hudson, man, appreciate it, and keep that Scout's eye sharp.
Yes, sir. Thank you.